some headspace. Every night try to escape. Got me calling for your name. Feel you touching. You take me to a place only we know. Away from all the noise and the people. You take me to a place only we know. When I hear your voice, say the word and we'll go. 'Cause darling, when we fall close, I know we can pull through. I just wanna let go of everything but you. 'Cause nothing even matters if it's me you're holding on to. I just wanna let go of everything but you. Everything but you. Everything but you. I'm so tired of the hollow. Show me signs I can follow. Baby, I go where you go. Don't you know that you take me to a place only we know. When I hear your voice, say the word and we'll go. 'Cause darling, when we pull close, I know we can pull through. I just wanna let go of everything but you. 'Cause nothing even matters if it's me you're holding on to. I just wanna let go of everything but you. Everything but you. If I'm losing myself tonight, I'll be fine if I'm finding me by your side. If I'm losing myself, it'll be alright. 'Cause darling, when we pull close, I know we can pull through. I just wanna let go of everything but you. Everything but you. Everything but you.
I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons. When my depression works the graveyard shift, all of the people I've ghosted stand there in the room. I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices and vices. I end up in crisis. All this time, I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, 'cause you got tired of my scheming. For the last time, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. Sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby, and I'm a monster on the hill. Too big to hang out, slowly lurching toward your favorite city. Pierced through the heart, but never killed. Did you hear my covert narcissism? Like disguise as altruism, like some kind of congressman. All this time, I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, and life will lose all its meaning. For the last time, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. me for the money. She thinks I left them in the will. The family gathers around and reads it, and then someone screams out, she's laughing up at us from hell. It's me, I am the problem, it's me, it's me, I am the problem, it's me, hi. Everybody agrees, everybody agrees. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. I'm the problem, it's me. Times, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
Spin you around on the chandeliers, head over heels like tears for fears you love. No, I can't get enough. Losing my cool, but I'm staying alive. Dancing the rain just to kiss the night that you touch. Oh, it feels like a glove. Oh, hey. Don't need drama, I just need one word to get to you. So tell me now, do you want it? 'Cause these dancing feet don't cry to the rhythm they cry for you. And every Saturday night that you ain't hit, my tears are blue. And these blinding lights, they shine so bright like we're on the moon. But I don't wanna dance another beat, no, unless it's with you. Dancing beat, 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 dancing beat, beat, I wanna dance beat, 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 beat. I wanna dance another beat now, unless it's with you. Tell me, who do I call when I lose my mind? 4 in the morning, I'm on fire with you. I'm running too. You got a diamond heart, you work hard, nothing compares when I'm in your arms. Don't go, 'cause you'll never know. Oh, hey. Don't need drama, I just need one word to get to you. So tell me now, do you want it? 'Cause these dancing feet don't cry to the rhythm they cry for you. And every Saturday night that you ain't hit, my tears are blue. And these blinding lights, they shine so bright like we're on the moon. I don't wanna dance another beat, no, unless it's with you. Dancing beat, beat, beat. Dancing beat, beat, beat. I wanna dance beat, 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 beat. I wanna dance another beat, no, unless it's with you. Dance feet, dance feet, dance feet, they cry, they cry. Dance feet, dance feet, dance feet, they cry. 'Cause these dancing feet don't cry to the rhythm they cry for you. And every Saturday night that you ain't hit, my tears are blue. And these blinding lights, they shine so bright like we're on the moon. But I don't wanna dance another beat, no, unless it's with you. Beat, 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 unless it's with you, with you. Hey. Beat, 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 beat. I wanna dance another beat, no, unless it's with you. Dancing beat, dancing beat, dancing beat, they cry, they cry. Dancing beat, dancing beat. I wanna dance another beat, no, unless it's with you. Sun-kissed my face, wishing for the real thing. Lonely and out of place when I don't have you with me. Does your heart stay the same on all these nights alone? Yeah. Or is it
in the back of a cab, and you're still on my mind. Yeah, you're still on my mind. Oh my God, never felt so good in my life. Oh my, feel like it's the 4th of July. Under the moonlight, on the rooftop in the night, in the night. And now it seems like I got it all, but I'm just someone lost in New York. Even though it's a 3:45, I want more, I want more. Maybe I'm out of my head. Take me to Brooklyn again. I'm in the back of a cab, and you're still on my mind. Yeah, you're still on my mind. Don't really know where I am. High like the Empire State. Trying to forget, but I can't. 'Cause you're still on my mind.
felt your familiar heart. Never met you, but I remember who you are. But I remember who you are. So here we are, darling, I can't explain. I know your voice, but not your name. Look up, can you see the light left over from another life? I've seen your face before, I recognize that spark. Here in the space between, we glow in the dark, glow in the dark. I've seen your face before, felt your familiar heart. Never met you, but I remember who you are. 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 But I remember who you are.
I bite my tongue in the waiting line. A focused emotion sets in. Forgotten how fast I can lose my mind. Think it over and over again. I get emotional when I'm treated like that. I get frustrated when someone's holding me back. I close my eyes just to buy some time. Should I go there? I'll go there again.
I keep feeling like I'm falling, falling, falling. I keep feeling like I'm falling, falling free. I keep feeling like I'm falling, falling, falling. I keep feeling like I'm falling, falling free.
I push myself till the levee breaks. Just a moment away. I hold my lungs when the water comes, washing away my mistakes. I want the ocean, but all I get is one glass. I get frustrated when something's holding me back. I close my eyes just to buy some time. Should I go there? I go there again.
I keep feeling like I'm falling, falling, falling. I keep feeling like I'm falling, falling free. I keep feeling like I'm falling, falling, falling. I keep feeling like I'm falling, falling free.
Countless colors racing through the sky. Countless hours passing through my mind. Trapped inside a raindrop in the cloud, and I keep waiting to return.
I keep feeling like I'm falling, falling, falling. I keep feeling like I'm falling, falling free.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know, swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes stare into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. Every pure intention ends when the good times start. Falling over everything to reach the first time spark. It started under neon lights and then it all got dark. I only know how to go too far. My bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know, swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. We took the long way round and burned till the fun ran out. Now my bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know, swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to
gon' give me your lo 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 wo 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 wo. I see this fine girl from my party, she wear yellow. Every other girl they do too much, but this girl mellow. Now in my divine situation, I go use they tell I'm mellow. Finally I find way to talk to the girl, but she ain't no one follow. Who you gonna phone for one? When you know I come for one, then I start to feel a bum bum one. But she dey give me small small one. I know say she sabi pass it down one one. But she feeling insecure one, cause her friends go they come my light ring go on, go they come my light ring go on.
Yeah, I know we look shy, but for you I get down low. And my hips make you cry when I'm moving around you. Do it once, do it twice. I push back, you hold me tight. Get a taste for a night. Baby, show me you can calm down, calm down. Dance with me and take the lead now, lead now. Got you so high that you can't come down, come down. Don't you ask, you know you're allowed, allowed. When it's you, I can't say no. Oh, 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 oh. Baby, give me low. Oh, 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 oh. You got me like oh, 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 oh. Shawty gon' give me a lo, 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 oh, 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 oh.
As I reach my house, I see me got a small wall. As me I wake up, now she did my mind don't walk. Then one day two, one of you folk go was. Now so me I go down, see me willing go walk.
Got my hand on your heart now, I can feel it race. If I leave, then you say you can never love again. Wanna give you it all, but can't promise that I'll stay. And that's a risk you take.
Baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown. Yo, you sweet life, phantom, phantom. If I tell you say I love you, no day for me, young girl, oh young girl. No, tell me no, 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 oh, 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 oh. Baby, come give me your lo, 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 oh, 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 oh. You got me like whoa, 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 whoa. Shawty gon' give me your lo, 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 oh, 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 oh.
Under my skin. Got me struggling to know where you end and where I begin. And we feel incredible, we feel no pain. You got me feeling insane. Got me struggling to know where you end and where I begin. And my head underwater, and my mind undercover, and my faith in the gutter. Underwater, water, 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 water. But when you look at me, I'm higher, higher, higher. Eyes on me, I'm higher, higher, higher. you look at me, I'm higher, higher, higher. Eyes on me, I'm higher, higher, higher. Nothing matters at all when I see you with your eyes on me. I'm higher, higher, higher. Higher, higher, higher. Higher, higher, higher.
I love you.
Go tell the weatherman I said I want it sunny outside today. No darkness into my emotions. So tired of living in yesterday. Go tell the weatherman I said all the rain from last year's pain is gone. Go tell the weatherman I sent good thanks for all the things that he's done. Sun's down now, it's nighttime. Catch me drifting on a fine line. Ooh, it's pouring rain, gotta get inside. So tell me, weatherman, what's it gonna be? Blue skies for the days. Great time stole my faith. Mother Nature's fine with his hidden.
Good morning. As you're sitting at the tables, you'll notice there are pens and cards in the middle of the table. Those are to ask questions. If you have any preliminary questions you'd like to ask, those cards will be collected before the session, and there is a question and answer where they'll be picking cards randomly during the session. Thank you, and enjoy your day on campus.
In my past life, yeah, notice some things you cannot change. So tell me, weatherman, what's it gonna be? I tune in all the time, just so I can see the Mother Nature's fan with his hidden plan. You may not understand most of. Go tell the weatherman I said I want it sunny outside today. No darkness into my emotions. So tired of living in yesterday. Go tell the weatherman I said all the rain from last year's pain is gone. Go tell the weatherman I sent good thanks for all the things that he's done.
You're so magnetic, I feel it in the air tonight. Too hot to handle, this friction might just start a fire. We're staring through each other, feelings getting harder to hide. It feels like we should give it up, live it up, and let it ride. 'Cause there's an elephant in the room. Now it's looking at me and you. Somebody better make a move. So what we gonna do with this elephant in the room? Let's just admit it. What the hell we waiting on? Oh, yeah. Lost in a rhythm, and we've been at it all night long. You got my attention, makes it hard to leave you alone. Feels like we should give it up, live it up, and take it all home. 'Cause there's an elephant in
how's the air up there? You're looking down on what I'm doing. Is it amusing? Does this seem unfair? I'm doing everything but losing. Must be ego bruising. We could be here all night. What you giving me? Unsolicited advice. Oh, but honestly, talking is exhausting. If you want, here's an option. If you got a problem with me, I can hear about it later. You can send it to my pager. Tell me what you think about me. I'll get back to you later. You be doing me a favor. Send it to my pager. Remember how you thought in September that you had future vision, mocking my decisions. You reckoned I'd be learning my lesson. Now you're begging for my attention. Good thing I never listened. Always did. We could be here all night. What you giving me? Unsolicited advice. Oh, but honestly, talking is exhausting. If you want, here's an option. If you got a problem with me, I can hear about it later. You can send it to my pager. Tell me what you think about me. I'll get back to you later. You be doing me a favor. Send it to my pager. Send it to my pager.
To the ocean, take me to the sea. Wash away my worries, let my soul be free. Take me to the ocean, take me to the sea. Wash away my worries, let my soul be free. Wash away my worries, let my soul be wet. Now it's coming around, you're feeling cut down and in the ground, and so we all come together. We making a sound, we sing. Look at all this love we found. Gotta raise some more toast to the sweet life. If it's strong, I wanna be right. See the sun giving me the green light. Kick back, relax, and soak up the sweet sights. Take me to the ocean, take me to the sea. Wash away my worries, let my soul be free. Take me to the ocean, take me to the sea. Wash away my worries, let my soul be free. There's something in the air. You come and take away my cares. I close
I will find the time, we will find the timing. 'Cause you are on my mind, I hope that you don't mind it. You know that I want you, you know that I want you next to me. But if you need some space, I will step away. And I know it might sound stupid, but for me, yeah, I just gotta keep believing, and I've heard some say you will love me one day, and I will wait to get your loving one day. Just say you will love me one day, and I will wait to get your loving one day. Some say you will love me.
Good morning. Our program will begin momentarily. All the main lights in the room will be turned down for the duration of the presentation. Please take a moment for the safety of our guests to note the closest exit to your table. Thank you, and once again, enjoy your day on campus.
Might sound stupid, but for me, yeah, I just gotta keep believing, and I've heard some say you will love me one day, and I will wait to get your loving one day. Just say you will love me one day, and I will wait to get your loving one day. Some say you will love me one day, and I will wait to get your loving one day. Just say you will love me one day, and I will wait to get your loving one day. Just say you love me one day. Just say you love me. Some say you will love me one day, and I will wait to get your loving one day. Just say you will love me one day, and I will wait to get your loving one day. Some say you will love me one day, and I will wait to get your loving one day. Just say you will love me one day, and I will wait to get your loving one day. Just say you love me one day.
Good morning. Welcome to Roger Williams University. My name is Amanda Marsili, and I'm the Dean of Admissions. I'd like to start off by congratulating all of our accepted students and families in the audience today. You all deserve a big round of applause. admission team has spent the last several months reading and reviewing your applications. We've been wowed by your academic achievements, and we've been so honored to get to know a little bit about you through your involvements, your essays, and your letter of recommendations. We have been so very impressed with this entering class, and we're so excited to have you on campus today, and hopefully join us in the fall. We know the college admissions process and college search process can be at times confusing, hopefully exciting, and maybe a little bit overwhelming, but we want it to be fun too. So hopefully you'll have fun today, enjoy all that we have planned, learn more about Roger, and fall in love with campus. We also know that you're probably a little bit tired of hearing from us folks in admissions, so we have 4 fabulous students with us today who are going to share a little bit about their experience. Now, while these students are unique in their own right, their experience is not unique to the Roger student. So we really hope that you get a lot out of what they're sharing and think of really great questions to ask throughout the day. I'd like to invite Lily to stage to share a little bit about her experience.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Accepted Students Day. My name is Lily Strassheim. I'm a freshman here at RWU, and I know how scary and overwhelming this college process can be, but I'm here this morning to help guide you through a little bit, tell you about my process and my process with Roger. So I'm from a small town in New Jersey called Point Pleasant, and ever since the start of my junior year, I knew I always had the intention of keeping a couple schools in New Jersey on my college list, but I really wanted to branch out as well. So the only 2 states on my college list were New Jersey and Rhode Island. And Rhode Island was my other one because my cousin goes to school here, and every time I would visit her, I fell in love with the beauty and the history of it, and it was somewhere where I could really see myself thrive and grow as a student and as a person. So I was really excited, and I went on a couple campus tours in Rhode Island, and Roger was my 3rd tour. And on my tour guide Brendan, who I actually work with today, shout out Brendan, was telling us about the amazing opportunities I would receive here as a student, including the start of my freshman year in the 1st semester. So that was a huge deal for me. It was a really great perk. So everything he was saying about the college was exactly what I wanted in a school. So not long after the tour, I ended up committing, and I was super, super excited. I was really excited about college life. But once move-in day was approaching, I started to get really nervous and anxious. I was really nervous about that transition from high school to college, being so far away from home, having to meet all these new people. And move-in day came, and I was still feeling pretty nervous. And I was moving into my residence hall, Maple Hall. There'll be some residence tours today, so shout out Maple Hall. You can check out my stomping grounds. I was really nervous, and my mom gave me some great mom advice to just put myself out there because everyone's probably feeling the exact same way. So that's what I did. I knocked on all the girls' dorms in my residence hall. I asked them to come in my room, and we all got to know each other, and by getting to know each other, we made this big group chat. And through the group chat, we planned to go to different events on campus, and our favorite one was, and still is, bingo. We love going to bingo, and we love going because none of us have won yet, so if we don't win in the next 2 years, we made a pact to stay for a 5th year just so we can win. So I was really happy. I put myself out there through my residence hall, and I also did that through my theater program. I'm a theater major, and I've had awesome opportunities with directors and professors and the students in my program, and I've been in 2 shows and a 3rd one upcoming, so I'm really, really honored to have done that. So I encourage you today to just start putting yourself out there. Say hi to someone who looks nervous, come up to me, come up to a member of the Roger community. We're here to welcome you with open arms. Roger is such a loving and welcoming place. We just had our spring break, and I just got back from it, and on spring break, I got the awesome opportunity to work on the new Mean Girls movie as an actor, and fun, love that. I was really excited to come back to the loving community that is Roger, and it's such an amazing home for me, and hopefully it can be for you as well. So thank you so much for listening to my journey. I can't wait for you to continue yours. It's a crazy, awesome ride. So thank you so much, and next we have our lovely Jason Dixon speaking.
Hello, Roger Williams Acceptance students. My name is Jason Dixon. I'm a sophomore from Jackson, New Jersey, with majors in legal studies and philosophy and minors in physics and performing arts. So from that alone, you could already tell I'm a jack of all trades. The path I took to get to where I am today started out in your shoes, applying to 13 colleges, attending acceptance students days, and touring completely different areas of the Northeast. Upon my acceptance to Roger Williams, I did extensive research on the programs that were offered, where I found the best law school in Rhode Island, as it also the only law school in Rhode Island, along with the flexibility of programs. This flexibility is what got me started with Roger and laid down the heaviest anchor in my college search, the Intercultural Leadership Ambassador Program and Scholarship, also known as ILA. ILA is a mentorship program for a variety of BIPOC students who transition to college maybe first generation or have English as their second language. Hopping into my freshman year, I felt like I had a plethora of resources laid out to me on my first day of ILA orientation, where I met upperclassmen who were successful in the academic fields, faculty members who played crucial allies in all diverse communities on campus, along with my ILA faculty mentor, whom being outside of my academic field still had me feel like I was beyond home, like I could achieve anything I put my mind to with full support. This is where I started joining clubs and organizations, such as the Multicultural Student Union and the Black and Latinx Living and Learning Community. Once I felt comfortable in those areas, I started, going for my laundry list of interests, where I started working at the tutoring center and now admissions. Now, with that information about me, I would like to talk a little bit more about my minors, performing arts and physics. Physics, I was simply good at it in high school. I just wanted to expand upon it at a higher level, but with performing arts, it was a little bit different. Growing up, I always participated in the theater productions in my high school, in my community, and even professionally. So coming to college, I already knew I was going to pursue that passion of mine, even if it wasn't the starring role in my education. This landed me opportunities in choreography and started participating in this school's musical, and better yet, landed me a role on Broadway this past fall. Thank you. Oh, so sweet. Yeah, I had to live in Washington Heights, Manhattan, experience the grand old city life, while also participating and performing stories that was just so fun to tell. Now, if I have not convinced you I'm a man of interest at this point, I just don't know what else will. Bringing up that small anecdote serves its purpose when you think about the fact that this is only my third semester here at Roger Williams, and not only if I accomplish so much, but will continue to build upon them. Attending a place like Roger helps me gradually act on my passions, even if it means dialing back one to highlight another. What I want you to take from me today is that one could do as much or as little as they want and could still make a name for themselves on their campus and in their community. Thank you, and enjoy this new and exciting venture in your lives. Thank you. And now I'd love for you guys to hear from our junior speaker, Dominique.
Hello and welcome, class of 2027. My name is Dominique, and I'm a junior here at Roger Williams University, studying public health and minoring in cultural studies and psychology. I'm so excited to be with you this morning to talk about my experience at Roger Williams. I'm going to tell you this story because it's a story I wish that I had heard when I came to college. And that is, you don't have to know everything you want to do when you first arrive here. And thankfully, Roger provides the supports and formula for you to figure out what you want to do and to find your passions. When I was a junior in high school, I thought I wanted to study environmental science as my major in college. So I had applied to all my schools, and I selected this major for every single application. But deep down, I knew I wanted a school that had a lot of minors and majors to offer just in case I wanted to switch. Fast forward a few years, and I'm sitting here at Roger Williams University as a freshman, taking environmental science classes and getting immersed in the course. And I decide it's not really for me. So I decided to change, and in doing this, I talked to my academic advisor, who helped me kind of focus my passion somewhere else, and that led to my new major as public health. What made me decide to stay in public health was also my role as a Howie, also known as a health and wellness educator here at Roger. As my role as a Howie, we do lots of education about wellness, health promotion, and things like that. I also learned a lot about this in my public health classes. Seeing these two things intertwine really made my decision to stay in public health stick. The reason why I wanted to share this story with you is that as you decide where you want to spend the next 4 years, think about all the opportunities you want to take advantage of. I personally chose Roger Williams University because of all the majors and minors they have to offer here, and a lot of other reasons too. I love the ability that the school has to immerse your interests and your abilities to succeed in your academics, which is really awesome. As you decide what you're going to do over the next few weeks and where you're going to go to school next year, think about this quote. This quote somebody told me when I made my decision to come here. Whatever you decide to do, make sure it makes you happy. Thank you so much. Our next speaker is going to be Senior Alex LePage.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alex, and I'm a senior from Swansea, Massachusetts. I'm an accounting major with minors in finance and psychology. Besides working in our admissions office, I've also played on our hockey team the last 4 years and have been a captain for the previous 2. My experience as a student athlete has taught me the time management skills necessary to excel both on the ice and in the classroom. This summer, I also completed an internship at KPMG within their audit practice at their Boston office. KPMG is one of the Big 4 accounting firms and offers services in audit, tax, and advisory. Sounds fun, right, everyone? Besides this, some of the biggest reasons why I came to Roger were for the small class sizes and for the student-faculty relationships. During my sophomore year, I had Professor McQuilkin for managerial accounting, and this had a huge impact on my time here. He recommended that accounting majors should apply to Big 4 firms for internships, and after meeting with him during his office hours, he encouraged me to apply. After going through 2 interviews with the firm, I was granted the internship, and I started last June. During the summer, I worked on 3 different engagement teams and worked in different industries such as asset management, healthcare, and consumer retail. One of the highlights of my internship was attending KPMG Lake House in Orlando, Florida for national intern training, where I was able to meet thousands of other interns from across the country. At the conclusion of my 9-week internship, I was granted a full-time job offer, and I will be starting with the firm in the fall. I could not have received this opportunity without the help of Professor McQuilkin and other faculty from the Gabelli School of Business. One of the things that truly makes Roger so special is this opportunity for student-faculty relationships, and I highly encourage you all to start making those connections today. Coming to Roger truly was one of the best experiences of my life, and I am so grateful for all the memories I've created over the past 4 years here with my friends. From the first time I stepped on campus, Roger truly felt like home, and I hope that you all share that same feeling today. Thank you.
All right, how about another big round of applause for all our amazing student speakers? I'd like to invite them back to stage right now, and we're gonna go ahead and ask some of the questions that you all wrote down on cards for us earlier today. So as they join us on stage, we'll have them move their seats up and we'll get to the questions. They're very honest during this Q&A, so I always get a little nervous, to be honest. So we'll see. All right, so this is, what made you choose Roger over other schools you applied to?
I chose Roger because I was going to be really far away from home, and I wanted somewhere that kind of felt like home. And I live really close to the water, and Roger's on the water, so that was a huge perk. I also loved the campus size. I didn't want to feel like just a number in a classroom, and I feel like it's a little smaller, so it's a lot easier to make connections with people. And so I thought that was awesome, and it's a really kind environment, and that's what I really loved as well.
I chose Roger because I knew I wanted to pursue some type of theater outside, and if I were to have booked a job, I needed support if I were to take some time off, if I were to be able to keep my scholarships to come back here, and I knew Roger was going to help me out with that and keep me on track to graduate on time, so that was like my biggest decision, but also the location was very nice.
For me, it was definitely all the majors and minors they have to offer here and the location.
I would say the location and the business school as well, having the opportunity to be able to meet all the professors and kind of get that experience with internships and everything really made my decision easy.
Great. So what is it like to get off campus? How is transportation? Do students get off campus a lot? Do they stay on weekends? The whole gamut.
So I like to use the RIPTA. It's only $2 per ride, but it takes you 30 minutes to Newport Beach area and then 30 minutes to Providence. That's usually where I am in Providence. I either like see a show, go get something to eat in a nice way, just take a little walk, and then there's also like the beach area that I like to go to all the time.
The campus shuttle is also really nice. It runs every 15 minutes to our main street of Bristol where there's a CVS, Stop and Shop, Cumberland Farms, and then it also runs to Colt State Park in Bristol as well, which is a great spot. They have basketball courts there, tennis courts, and all sorts of other stuff to do.
We also have Zip cars, so it's basically like a rent-a-car for a day. It's only about like $7 to $8 an hour. You could literally go anywhere. My friends and I go to Chipotle all the time. We love it, and you just like have a subscription, and you get to take it out whenever you want. So it's kind of like having a car on campus.
And do a lot of students leave campus on the weekends?
I would say it's kind of a mix. A lot of students like to stay on campus because of all the events we have every single weekend. There's always something to do here, so it keeps students here. But for me personally, another reason why I chose it here is because I live kind of close, so if I want to go home, I can definitely go home if I want to.
What is the best part of student life outside of the classroom?
I would say all the different ways to get involved. We have over 70 clubs and organizations, so I really feel like there is something here for everyone. One of my favorite events on campus is the spring concert. We always do it every year before finals, so they have a carnival go on. There's always kind of a big concert too to end the year right before finals, so that's always a great event to attend.
I always say the nature that's outside, like the outdoors. Like I like taking walks and going like the bridge and seeing the views and just taking deep breaths if I'm like in between homework assignments or just in general if I need a debrief from the classroom, I can always find a different area to go to by myself and just breathe.
Great. What is your favorite food in the dining hall?
Thank you. We have a stir-fry station, and I love that. They give you so much, and it is so filling, and it's so good. I get it with like steak and like cucumbers. I think it's really good. And you can like build your own, so it's like cool.
Nacho Tuesdays, I always shout it out. It's my favorite thing in the world. You just customize your own different type of nachos with the cheese, different meats, all of that. It's just the best.
I love when Commons does lobster and steak night. It's my favorite. It's so good.
Yeah, I would say really anything at Classics. It's pretty much a home-cooked meal every night, so you really can't go wrong, and they switch it up for every meal too, which is awesome.
Great. Is it hard balancing school and a sport?
So I think that the coaches at the school do a really great job of kind of identifying that academics do come first. Being a student athlete has been great for time management skills, but also usually for me, I'm a morning person, so I like to take my classes in the morning and then have the afternoons to do my homework and study, and then I practice at night. But it is really nice here being a student athlete and it teaching you those time management skills outside of that as well for like a future internship or job opportunity.
Great. What does your typical weekends look like?
Okay, so this changes all the time.
This is when I get nervous.
So I am very, very busy throughout the week. So I like to give myself some self-care, and I sleep in a little bit. And I attend like the brunch. We have a continuous service till like 2 o'clock with like breakfast and lunch combinations. So I do that, and I usually just like audition. Like I film auditions in my own free time, get some homework done, but then I try to like go outside of campus, go into the city area, hang out with some friends. I don't ever stay out too late because I usually have some type of obligation the next day.
Yeah, I agree with Jason. I usually have like auditions and like rehearsal to do, but after that, I love to get something from like our lower commons, maybe a sushi or something, and then hang out with my friends, and then of course go to bingo at night because it's a classic.
I love to get off campus sometimes and go to Newport because Newport's only like 25 minutes away, so I love doing that on the weekends with my friends, especially as it's getting nicer.
Yeah, I think my roommates and I, we all play hockey. Our favorite thing to do is go to Colt State Park, whether it be trying to play basketball, even though we're not very good, or going to Colt State Park to also like play street hockey or anything like that. We love getting outside and being outdoors.
Great. So opposite of that, what's your favorite thing to do on campus on a day when you don't have classes?
I go to the sailing center That's like my thing. Especially if I have a lot of homework or like papers to either like revise or do myself. I like to go to the sailing center for like the majority of the day, look at the water, do my homework, and then I have like friends here and there pop in and out.
Yeah, I like going to our Global Heritage Hall with some of my friends, and we have our campus Starbucks in there, so we usually just hang out, get some Starbucks, do our homework.
I like being in the Intercultural Center sometimes. It's really nice in there. It's a nice space to kind of just relax, get homework done.
I would also say the Global Heritage Hall. It's really nice. That building's open 24/7, so my roommates and I may do some homework, but be able to go in there, throw the projector on, and throw some type of sports game on.
Great, thank you. And can anyone speak to having an allergy and how the dining hall handles that?
I can speak to that a quick second. I sadly have a gluten intolerance, so I can't have gluten. But the dining hall does a great job in accommodating that. They have lots of ways for students who have dietary restrictions or allergies to kind of still get everything that they need. We also have a dietitian here that's kind of through your tuition that you can utilize if you need to. She can put you on a whole meal plan, make sure you're getting the nutrients you need here at college and things like that. But sometimes I will literally just text dining and be like, hey, this is what I want for dinner. And they'll be like, okay, I'll make it. It'll be ready at 6:30. And I just pick it up. It's really awesome.
Great. What are the dorms like, and how do you pick a roommate?
So our dorms, we have a bunch of different style dorms. I live in Maple, so it's kind of like a suite style. So there's about like 6 to 10 people per side of the unit. And for picking a roommate, so we actually have on our Rogers Central and our housing portal, so you'll fill out like a couple question survey, and our housing team actually works really great, and they'll match you with someone who has similar interests and similar styles of living. But if you have someone in mind that you'd like to room with, you could also put there on that as well. But our dorms are super comfy. Most of them have a view of the water, so that's awesome. 82%, so that's awesome. And yeah, they're really comfy and cozy and very homey. You make a good community in your residence hall.
There are going to be tours going out of North Campus Residence Hall today, so make sure you take advantage of that. They're going to be taking you through all the residents this afternoon, so make sure you go to that to kind of just get a feel for the rooms. You can ask questions about roommates and things like that, more specifically there too.
Great, thank you. And can you speak to how you knew how to get involved your first year? How did you choose what to join?
Okay, so for like one of the first couple of weeks, I want to say within the first month, there's like an involvement fair in the quad. No matter what class you're going to, you're gonna see it. It's a whole bunch of tables from different clubs and orgs, sports, all of them have different tables. You can go to them, talk to actually people who are representatives of each organization, club, or sport, sign up, and then you kind of get started that way. I kind of went haywire and signed up for almost everything. Because I'm just that way, and they'll send me emails and I was like freaking out, but at any time you can like just tell them not to email you or anything like that, but it's a great way to just see anything that you're interested in, go to at least one meeting during your first year and see what works for you.
And if you don't find anything that like kind of really speaks to you, you can always start your own. You just need some, I think about like 12 to 14 members and then like an advisor, and you could just go talk to the board and you can make your own club, which is awesome as well.
Yeah, I think I would highly recommend joining some type of club or organization right away. You have so much free time here outside of academics, so it's great to get involved and just be able to kind of meet people and have some friends right away here on campus. Everyone really is so warm and welcoming, so definitely put yourself out there.
Awesome. So how many hours do you really spend on homework a day? Or a week?
Depends on the class. I don't know, probably a couple hours. But sometimes it could be a little higher than that. But time management is really important, so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's like a good 6 hours a day, but it's not straight away. I like to split mine up. I do like 2 hours in the like early day, like 11 o'clock-ish when I have like an hour break. And then I have another one after lunch, and then the rest of it is at night. I always cut myself out at 11 o'clock, so it's never too late to do homework unless I have to like study for an exam the next day or something like that. But I split it throughout the day so I'm not overwhelming my brain and myself. By the end of the day, I'm like basically mush.
Yeah, I have some long breaks in between my classes just because I'm a senior and I'm taking some different courses. So I usually try to do my homework right after one of my classes or between my breaks. Usually it's probably about 3 hours, but breaking it up is really nice because you don't feel too overwhelmed. You can just do it in small increments like Jason said.
Great. All right, last question. What is the one piece of advice you would give the folks sitting in the crowd today?
I would say to find a place that you can really see yourself and it kind of feels like home. I know once I stepped on Roger, I knew, like, I think once you know, you know. And just take advantage of everything that, like, for the campus tours and residence halls, like, make sure you look at everything and know that's really where you want to go. And like I said in my speech, like, definitely putting yourself out there. Like, once you meet new people, I did that on my campus tour, and I learned how, like, awesome and nice everyone here at Roger is, so I think that's really important as well. But yeah, that's my advice.
I always say pick a school that will support you. I feel like there are just times we're all human. We make mistakes, things happen, and things just go awry sometimes. And I feel like having a school that's on your side that will push you forward, either in your classes or with time management or something like that, you will always have someone with you there. It's very, very nice to push you to get to the end goal that you're possibly going to, either through the degree or some type of career path. So I feel like you should always look at your schools to see if something were to happen, if you were to take some time off, if you were to fall behind, will I be able to get the support to get to where I need to?
I would say try your best to visit every single campus that you can before you actually go there and get accepted in things. It's really important to kind of just feel the gist of the campus. And so today, when you're here, definitely get a feel for it, and you'll know when you know, like Lily said.
I would say definitely today to try to explore your different options and really don't be afraid to ask questions. Everyone here is willing to help and definitely wants to kind of put you in the direction that you're headed. And definitely choose a place where you feel most comfortable and you really do feel like home.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Big round of applause. I do really encourage you all to continue to think of questions, and as you go through the day and you meet different faculty and staff and current students, to ask those questions. It is really going to be your best source of information. So I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our Vice President for Enrollment Management, Amy Tiberio, who's going to share a little bit more about the university with you folks.
Thank you, Amanda. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Roger Williams. I'd like to add my welcome and congratulations to all of you, all of the accepted students who are sitting with us here today. In my role here, I get to work with our offices of admission and financial aid, and so it's really a thrill to have you here in person after we've learned all about you and read all about you. We couldn't be happier to have you here. And just to also acknowledge the family members and all the people that have supported our students throughout the process. This is a big deal, and you should feel really, really proud. So I wanted to take some time this morning just to give you kind of 3 really high-level takeaways that I'd like for you to keep in mind as you explore the day-to-day and you get to interact with other members of our community. I have to say it's really hard to follow the students because they're so impressive. And I also wanted to reiterate what Amanda shared about how, these students are incredible, but they are also absolutely representative and indicative of all the students that we have here at Roger Williams. So you have really an incredible community here to look forward to being a part of. But the 3 things I wanted to focus on this morning are our focus as an institution on dynamic real-world learning, also some of the exciting innovations that are happening right now and about to happen that you have to look forward to while you're a student here. And lastly, our location, but our location in the context of our leadership around the blue economy. So to start off with dynamic real-world learning, this is something that's really important to us and is really a foundation and a priority in the way that we approach education here at the university. Because we know that our students, not only do they want to take what they're learning in the classroom and understand how it applies to the real world, but they want to take what they're learning in the classroom and understand how that can help them make a positive impact in the world. They're very passionate and they're ready to get out there and make positive change. Whether it has to do with the environment and climate change, or whether it has to do with issues around social justice. They're really excited, and so we want to get them out there and get them started with that throughout their undergraduate experience. So every single student will have at least one really robust, hands-on, engaged learning experience, but more likely you're going to have many of these throughout your time with us. And they can look like different types of experiences depending on your major, depending on your interests. They include things like group projects that we do in conjunction with local organizations and community partners. It also includes internships, as well as research done in conjunction with faculty members. It includes study abroad, and we have many what we call signature study abroad opportunities that are connected into the major. So you're getting a really rich and in-depth experience wherever you're going to be studying. And also in the form of service, whether that's done domestically or abroad as well. So you have all of that to look forward to, a really engaged and engaging experience. And we find that these are the experiences that students not only enjoy, but also prepare them for success in the job market, and then success in their progression of their career and fulfillment in their lives as well. The second piece is some exciting innovations that are happening on our campus. I mean, this is honestly a really exciting time to be part of this community. The first thing that's going on is we just completed a campus master planning process, which really kind of takes a long-term look at the physical facilities and how the campus is going to need to continue to transform to continue to support students now and students in the future. And so the first project that we're embarking on, that we've already actually begun the work on, is a campus center that we'll be building, and we'll be here for you all who are joining us to take advantage of during your time here. The campus center will be a space to support student organizations, as well as a place to centralize student services. It will be a new home for some of our spaces like the Intercultural Center and our Q Track, which serves our LGBTQ student population. It will really be a hub for student engagement and to support a sense of student belonging as well. And our students are really going to be helping to lead and guide the process. They're going to be involved every step of the way with helping to design the facility, and then helping actually during the design and building process as well in different capacities for them to get involved in, again, that sort of hands-on real-world learning opportunity. The other thing that we are already engaged with is a classroom master planning process, which is a continuous upgrading and enhancing of our classroom spaces so that they're really up to date and modernized and support engaged student learning in the classroom. And so as you explore campus today, I think you'll have an opportunity to be in some of these recently upgraded spaces. And the third piece of the exciting innovations is our revision of our general education core curriculum. So with the new core curriculum, there's a few things that are I think really great about this. The first is that it's going to allow students to embed a minor right into their general education core. Now, we're already at a place where about 85% of our students will graduate with more than one academic program, and that's something that we really encourage and support students to do. And I think you saw all the students that were up here all had, different minors and combinations that they put together. But with this opportunity with the new curriculum, you're going to see virtually 100% of our students will graduate with more than one academic area. And again, this just really supports the opportunity to make connections between different academic areas, and also to really kind of cultivate an experience that meets your needs and interests as a student. It's also based on learning outcomes. And so what this means is that instead of prescribing very specific courses that you need to take, there's going to be a lot of flexibility and choice that you're able to have in that process. And it also embeds a focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is really important and part of the mission of the institution. So I'm very excited about that for you all. And then the third piece is our location, and as I said, in the context of our leadership around the blue economy. So our location, we're right on the water. I think everybody probably knows that at this point. And it's a beautiful campus. Many of our students choose to come here because they fall in love with the campus. To be honest with you, one of the reasons why I wanted to work here was because of the beauty of the campus. There's a lot of merit to that, but there's importance and there's responsibility tied to that as well. And so what we've been doing is really, we've been a leader as an institution when it comes to what we call the blue economy. That might be a new term for many of you, but it essentially has to do with all of the things that are kind of connected into the ocean and the waters. So things like marine biology and research, things like marine law and policy, also wind energy. So there's a lot of different disciplines that tie into this, all in the interest of healthy oceans, healthy water, climate sustainability, mitigating sea level rise, and taking advantage of some of these alternative energy opportunities and all things that have to do with that. We are really uniquely positioned as a university because we have all of these academic components, and also, you know, with our campus situated right on the water, that really gives us the opportunity to be a leader in this space. And so our students will have opportunities to interact with that if they'd like to. We've also been receiving grant money from the state to work on research that supports these areas. And we've built and are continuing to build partnerships outside of the country with countries like the Dominican Republic and with Greece to work on really important issues around the blue economy as well. So I think that's exciting, and it's helpful to know and to understand about who we are and what we do and what we care about. So I wanted to share those three kind of higher level pieces with you before you head out and take advantage of the event today. You'll have an opportunity to meet students, faculty, staff, all the people that are going to be part of this community that you'll hopefully be joining. And those are the folks to ask all of your questions, and they will be honest with you. They'll be authentic with you, I promise. And you'll leave here today getting a really good sense of who we are. I would love to see every single one of the students here in the room today join us this fall. This is a very, very special community, and your inclusion in the community is only going to make it stronger. So that's my hope for you all. I know that there's many who are in the audience who have actually already chosen Roger Williams, so we're super excited about that. And I'm assuming that there are many for whom, you know, we're probably your first choice or top choice. And then there's many of you who have a lot of great options, and you're trying to make, you know, a really important decision. So we're here to help you with that. And I did want to just plug one other opportunity for your time today before we get you to the next session, which is at the end of the program today. We have our President's Reception, which is an opportunity to meet President Mialis as well as other members of our leadership team and other folks. And there's also cupcakes there. So both things are really important. But I hope that you'll all join us for that reception at the end of the day. It's really fun. And I also will share that if you do decide today that you'd like to join us and put down that enrollment deposit, we have custom designed sweatshirts to give out as a thank you for doing that with us today. And you can get your picture taken with the mascots. It'll be super fun. If you've already deposited, we'll be happy to give you a sweatshirt while you're here, so no worries about that. All right. So thank you once again for joining us, and we hope you have a really wonderful time on campus today. Okay, so now we're going to do this fun thing where we try to get everybody out of this room and to your academic sessions, which we actually do quite well. But I'm going to ask for your patience with us as we do so. So what we're going to do is we have all of the different majors that correspond with a number. And so when the students registered this morning, you got a name tag, and it has a number on it. And so I'm going to call out each number in order, and there's going to be a student on the side or in the back of the room holding up a sign with that number. And when I call your number, you're going to walk to the student with the sign, and they are going to escort you to the presentation for your program. So we're gonna get this started. Again, if everyone can just be patient and stay seated until we call your number, that will help us to do this really well and really efficiently. All right, so we're going to get started with number 1. So if you have number 1 on your name tag, those are the programs within the Cummings School of Architecture, and that would be the architecture major, as well as art and architectural history, as well as preservation studies. So if you have that, the student is in the back corner of the room, and you can go ahead and head that way. And next, we're going to invite number 2, which is the visual arts program. Number 2 is on the side of the room. And number 3, which is dance and performance. You can also head over. Number 4, English literature. You can head over to the side of the room as well. And number 5, which is psychology. We'll invite you also to head out. Okay, we're going to move on. Number 6, which is graphic design. You'll see the sign in the back corner of the room. And number 7, the philosophy major. You can also head over. Next, we'll have number 8. That's the creative writing program. And number 9, criminal justice and undeclared within the School of Justice Studies. Okay, now we're going to invite number 10, legal studies. I think you're going to be in the back corner. Yeah. And number 11, which is computer science. Next, we'll have number 12, modern languages. And number 13, construction management. And now I'll invite number 14, cybersecurity and networking. You'll find that in the back corner of the room. And number 15, international relations, also in the back corner. Next, we'll invite number 16, biology. Number 17, applied mathematics and mathematics majors. And number 18, which is marine biology, aquaculture, and environmental science. All right, we're going to move on with number 19, which is performing arts, and number 20, which is theater. Number 21, which are the majors in physics, biochemistry, chemistry, and environmental chemistry. And number 22, music, could also go ahead. And number 23, which is the majors in communication studies and media, journalism, web development, and public relations. Next, I'll invite number 24, which is the engineering program, as well as undeclared within the School of Engineering, Computing, and Construction Management. Number 24 is in the back corner of the room. And now number 25, anthropology and sociology. And number 26, public health. Number 27, history and cultural studies majors. And we'll now invite number 28, which is the forensic science major. Now we'll have number 29, political science, back corner. And next, let's do number 30, which is the education programs, elementary education, secondary education, undeclared within education, and educational studies. All right, and now number 31, which are undeclared or exploring students. And then last but not least, if you are number 32, you don't have to go anywhere. You're going to stay here. That's for all of the business majors. So if you're number 32, I'll just invite you to come up closer to the front here. And your presentation will be right in this room. And if anyone does not know where they're supposed to go, please come see one of us and we'll make sure we get you to the right place. Thank you and enjoy.
No, I left it in there. It's karaoke night. It's too late. Me and my you guys. What is that? I didn't see the lower sugar point. I just grabbed it quick.
I think we're good to go.
I need all the sugar I can get.
Let's turn up. Good morning. I'm going to try that again. Good morning. There we go. Signs of life is really, really good. If you wish to move forward, you're welcome to. It's such a large venue. Welcome to Roger Williams. Already have heard that, but welcome in particular to the Gabelli School of Business. I have the pleasure of serving as the Senior Assistant Dean for that organization. And so we want to do an overview of the highlights, what makes us distinctive, and a couple of things about how Roger Williams is very, very distinctive as well. And I'm joined today by a wonderful set of panelists that I would like to have them introduce themselves to all of you. We'll start with Brianna again. name, obviously, and your major, your minors, your core concentration, and your hometowns. Please.
So my name is Brianna Solano. I am currently a senior here at Roger Williams from Long Island, New York. I am a business management major with a triple minor in business analytics, psychology, and professional and public writing.
Hi, my name is Isaiah Saintville. I'm a junior. I'm a double major, finance and accounting with a minor in political science, and I'm from Worcester, Mass.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Morganwick. I am a sophomore here at Roger. I am an accounting and finance double major with a minor in political science as well. And I'm from Rehoboth, Massachusetts.
Hi, I'm Mark Berry. I'm a senior here at Roger. I'm a marketing major with a concentration in graphic design, and I'm from Maine.
Where in Maine?
A very small town, but Ellsworth, if anyone. Oh, all right. Yeah. No way. Let's go.
Go Maine. Excellent. Thank you. So that's our building, obviously. I've been with the university for more than 20 years, and the reason why that's significant or of interest to you is that when I tell you we have a student-centered education and organization, I really mean it. It's what I have seen for decades now. And part of that equation is the fact that we have academic advisors for all our business students, and they're all business faculty members. So it's not only knowing the curriculum and helping students sort through that, which, by the way, our courses, the first couple of years are rather templated, which is helpful in that there's choice, but it's not overwhelming. And it also means that those relationships with those faculty advisors are more than the mechanics. It's more than that, oh, I want to take these 5 classes next semester. It's, you know, I'm thinking about this career path. I'm thinking about this extracurricular activity. I'm wondering about internships. Those relationships, those conversations are deep and rich, much more than the mechanical side of things, right? So that's a big piece of what we do. That and the fact that we do have very small classes. We're physically restricted, so we really can't do anything about that, and we wouldn't want to, right? It's part of who we are. And so our students get to know our faculty members very well and discuss options and careers and our vocations and whatnot. It's really very, very powerful. It also means that students have access to our faculty if they're having trouble with the curriculum at all, meeting for office hours. We also have peer tutoring, professional and peer tutoring on the second floor of our library. Math and writing courses and our general education courses, but also our business courses, our introductory business courses, microeconomics, computer information systems, those kinds of classes, accounting as well. So we've got lots of supports for our students because obviously we want everyone to be successful academically. In addition, we have Enterprise Fellows. So Enterprise is our first semester, first year course that all of our students take for a variety of reasons. One is it introduces students to the School of Business. It helps them acclimate to that. An Enterprise Fellow is obviously an older student who has done really well with Enterprise, who then supports the faculty and the students. I pop into all of the Enterprise classes and visit when we're about to get into academic advising for that subsequent semester and let them know, okay, here are the courses that you're taking now. For this spring, these are the courses that you should probably be thinking about, a refresh, if you will, and our Enterprise Fellows help the students with that as well. So you can see it's more than just the academic sides. It's whole person, it's all integration and making sure the transition is as smooth as we can make it. We also have lots and lots of opportunities to participate in national competitions. We have a 2-series course in marketing. It's the National Student Advertising Competition. And the first semester in the fall is researching whatever the organization is. It's always a company. In the past, it's been Snapple and Ocean Spray. And so our marketing researchers, analyzers, look at, where are these products being purchased? Where are the targets that they're missing? What do we need to do to help these organizations move forward? And then the spring semester is putting an advertising campaign together. It's not just marketing majors in that course. It's public relations, it's graphic design, it's students with expertise in videography, it's the whole package, and they put an entire ad campaign together. So that's one example of one of the competitions. Right now we have our Business Analytics Club is in their national competition. They have competed every single year since the inception of that club, and I'll tell you that story a little bit later. Our CAFE students, our Center for Advanced Financial Education, those students are involved in the competition. We participate in the Fed Challenge. You get the idea. Lots of opportunities. We also have a Center for Student Academic Success, so university-wide, this is super helpful. If we have a student, for example, who, we haven't seen them, they've missed a couple of classes, faculty member reaches out, hasn't heard back from the student, we alert the Center for Student Academic Success, and it's a team of people. It's advisors, it's health services, it's counseling office, it's res life, residence life. They get together, have a conversation, what's going on, who knows what, bring the student in, what's happening, put a plan together, get that student squared away. And it's extraordinarily helpful for our students to have this dedicated research. It's also really helpful for our faculty, because once the faculty member alerts them that this is a worry, they can get back to teaching, right, and completely focus on that, because our faculty care. It's very distracting, obviously, because they care about the students. So to know they're in good hands, they can pop off and get back to their teaching. Our students also have an opportunity to participate in research with faculty and then present at conferences, both domestically and also internationally. That's really significant. I don't know, y'all have been, several of you have been to professional conferences. We rarely see students there. When we do, it's very exciting, right? That new perspective and whatnot. It really helps the students in terms of networking, and having that opportunity to be at that level of professional presentation is really powerful. And site visits. I know locally we have our organization, our operations management faculty members will take students out to management facilities, so manufacturing facilities, so they get a real feel for all of that. It's a variety of site visits, and that's kind of dovetailed with the study abroad. You can see in that picture there, that actually is Dr. Bosco, our dean, and it was a course that they taught in Barcelona, Spain. So there's lots of different opportunities, conferences that students attend, and Delta Sigma Pi. So I'm gonna let Mackenzie tell you a little bit about the upcoming site visit that they have planned for Montreal.
So I am the president of Delta Sigma Pi, which is our co-educational business fraternity here on campus. It's a professional organization. We do a lot of networking, going to those conferences, and meeting a lot of business professionals in our area and nationally. This year we are taking our organization to Montreal, where we'll be doing many firm tours, site visits, and we will be branching out into an international level so that our brothers can get a experience with other countries, other financial systems, other ways that companies globally work. So we are very excited that it'll be happening next month, and we're hoping to continue it after. So I hope that a lot of you guys will consider joining and learning and getting that networking and professional experience.
Great, thank you. So also, student organizations are up there, and rather than my telling you about it, our panelists are all very involved, and so I'd like to ask them to share a little bit. I'm going to start with Mark.
Yeah, so in terms of what I'm involved with on campus, I am an RA in addition to being a student. I also have a job at the Career Center, and then I also am on the Frisbee team. I also am part of NSAC, which is, it's also a class, but it's such a big time commitment that I consider it an organization. But with those four, we're just saying what we do, or are we talking about them? Are we talking about them or just saying what we're, yeah. NSAC is definitely my favorite out of the four. It really affirmed for me that my passion is marketing. You don't really get to do it a little bit later, but in terms of, I thought it was well worth the wait going through my freshman and sophomore year, getting to participate. It's absolutely what I see myself doing as a career, so it's great I get to do that every day while still in school. I'd like to get paid for it, but hopefully that comes a little bit later. RA is also a great opportunity to really get involved with the community here as you are an advisor to the student population. It kind of puts yourself in a position that you can really foster community for people. If you like being an individual who helps others, you have so many opportunities to get to connect with someone, just to kind of get to know them. Frisbee is a lot of fun on the weekends. That's more of just something to do to stay exercising. And then, Career Center, if anyone needs their resume looked at, send it on over. I absolutely love my job over there. And you get those resources for life, which I think is a great thing about this school. You can be 30 and then you will still have your same career advisor. You can get all the information you would be able to get here.
So for me, I do a lot of things on campus too. I'm also an RA. I'll be the head RA of Cedar Hall next year, which is one of our freshman communities, so I'll be seeing a lot of you there too. I am, like I said, the president of Delta Sigma Pi, so again, I hope to see a lot of you guys join that professional opportunity. And I work off campus. I work remotely, so I'm able to actually be on campus while doing a job, so know that you can handle a lot while you're here. And then I used to be a student senator on campus, so that was a fun way to get involved in the organization life that we have here and get involved with a lot of student life opportunities.
So I'm also an RA on campus. I'm a past orientation advisor, and I currently have an internship at KLR right now.
I am not an RA. But I am the president of our Women in Business Club, co-president of Beta Gamma Sigma, which is our GSB Honor Society for Business, vice president of the Sustainability Club, and then I'm also part of GSB Leadership. I'm a tour guide on campus, so I'm a student ambassador, and then I've also played and going to play soccer, intramural, and now softball, so wish me luck.
To tell us a little bit more about the Women in Business, I think you've had a guest speaker recently.
So we actually just had a speaker. Overall, the Women in Business Club is designed to empower women and give them opportunities to have, almost in a way of experiences, almost like an internship, before even going into your internships or into the job market. And we do that by creating a self-sufficient organization. So our marketing team would run our Instagram or our TikTok, so any kind of social media page that we have. Our management will oversee the different types of departments and as well as international business. Undecided can kind of float, so they see what they like, what they don't like, and also just ask for experience. There are other women that are in the organization. And then also what we do is we try to have them develop key and really crucial aspects of business, those skills and those abilities that they can have, that they would almost get with jobs. So we actually just had, we have a few guest speakers that we've had, but our most recent was the general manager of Microsoft, Ann Nicole. And she came in and she talked about tactical networking and how to use LinkedIn. Her husband actually worked for LinkedIn, so she was able to show us the top firms right now that are growing at a rapid rate. And she taught us that that is where you're going to want to go job-wise, because you'll be able to grow so much in the company and advance if you're looking to grow within one company for a long time. And then overall, just understanding the importance of networking. And for our underclassmen that are in the club, it's so crucial. And also just for us, because I'm a senior, I'm still looking for a job. But it's just so crucial overall to instill this in the younger class, so that way as they're getting, in their older grades, they could start networking and getting internships for their jobs and their future careers. So.
Great, thank you. And those, any of the speaker programs that we have is obviously open to all of our students. So our education is based in theory, but wow, we are so focused on practice. We really, really look at making sure that we're helping our students understand how this applies in the real world, and we do that in several ways. We obviously use cases. In addition, though, the real world projects, there's a course up there, the marketing research course. That faculty member, who by the way is a part-time faculty member, he's a practitioner, he's out in the real world actually practicing marketing and brings that to the classroom. But he brings in businesses, local businesses, and the students in marketing research do research projects for those businesses and present at the end of the semester. So it's a very real experience for everybody and useful for the community, town-gown relations, everybody wins, it's great. We also have simulations in several of our courses. The Small Business Management course that's up there has a simulation. Also, our enterprise courses we piloted last year doing a combination. Enterprise, the focus of enterprise is to help our students acclimate to the university and Roger Williams and GSB in particular, but also to learn all the foundations, the functional areas of business. So by the time they're done with that class, first semester, first year, they're making an informed choice about major. Not necessarily I'm locking into this, because students do not have to decide their major until second semester, sophomore year. They have time. They can breathe. They can explore. They can, and they can take in this information. But the reason we put this course right at the beginning is to help our students begin that process and really feel comfortable with all of that. So they do a small business plan and then a simulation with a completely different business. It's a 3D modeling bicycle company. It's very cool. And they get to decide, do we want a recreational bike, or do we want to manufacture a more racing bike? And then who's the target audience, and put the marketing plan together. You have to figure out all of the operations of everything, etc. So they get a couple of opportunities to really get a feel for all of our business components, and therefore leave that semester with a really good idea about, I did really, really well with accounting and I loved it. I think that might be the direction, or it's marketing, or what have you. Internships, wow. We have so many opportunities for internships. They can happen at any time in the course of an academic year. So students can take it as a 5th class. They can have it in the summer. My conversations with students are, where will you be, do you think, after you graduate? If you're headed back to Connecticut for a couple of years, it makes sense to have an internship in Connecticut. Start to develop, obviously, your resume and your experience, but start that networking that is so key. So there's lots of configurations for that. And I think, again, so we can hear a little more from the students, Isaiah, do you want to chat a little bit about your internship?
So I'm interning right now at KLR. It's called Kahn Litwin Renza, and it's a regional accounting firm. I'm a